Hello, friends. How are you today? Welcome back to another session of my crypto predictions. Today is the 10th of August. We basically are seeing a very, very powerful pump right now on crypto. Also on other coins, but not as many, just mainly Bitcoin. It's been really impressive what we are seeing today. We actually saw this in the last hours of yesterday. We saw a very surprise pump in the last hours of the 9th of August, and we basically got to 118k. And after that, today comes up again and even stronger, and currently almost at 122k. So very near to the actual all-time high, which was around 124. Very, very near. This is very impressive because I predicted that there will be very volatile days around this date. Okay, you can see there was a green and a red box covering from the 8 to the 10 in the case of the green box, and from the 9 to the 10 as well on the case also on the red box. So, for example, the 9th of August was a complete range day except for these final hours where the price just jumps all the way up. Okay, you can see the initial position right here was around here. This was a complete range. We go up, we go down, and it was looking like it could land in a range. But then a surprise, very surprising point right there, out of nowhere, and we basically go up again. So these kind of days are very, very rare to see. Where at the very end of the day, at least in my time zone, because remember, we're talking about the UTC 6 time zone. Okay, this is not obviously going to be the same time zone for all countries. So it's very rare to see in my experience, in my case, to actually see these amazing surprise pumps. And we actually are seeing Bitcoin with a lot of strength this time around. I was expecting a volatile day. That's what we got, but I was quite sincerely, I was not expecting us to hit 120 plus. That's amazing. Anyways, so after that, I do believe we're going to see some corrections around the 12 or 13. So maybe tomorrow could be a day in range or a day where we're going to see these trends develop towards these corrections. I'll be very surprised if this keeps going up even after these days because there's potential for strong corrections right there. Okay, we have this box and this other one containing the 15th of August. So very near to each other. The only green box after this one is around the 16th. So possibly a very volatile day. You already know the drill, how to spot my volatility patterns. So very impressive what we're seeing right now. We'll see if this holds and if this can go even higher. I don't know if this is related to some news, to some developments of the crypto markets or whatever. I wish I could say gold maybe or something, but I'm not covering gold or any commodities for this month of August. So I'm really surprised and kind of puzzled why this is happening. Why are we seeing such a massive and powerful spike with Bitcoin? But again, uh, it could end up being a surprise and just keep going up even after these days. But I'm really not so sure. The fact that we see not only one but two red boxes very near to each other is kind of telling me that it's going to drop eventually. Who knows? Maybe this month will be very volatile because something that I know is that historically Bitcoin is it really struggles with this month of August. Historically, it has been one of the worst. So to see this, it's kind of defying this at the moment, okay? Because just because we see a very big pump right here, very big spike, doesn't mean that the entire month is going to be like that, okay? So this could be some sort of anomaly, some sort of surprise. I'm saying this not to get your hopes down, but to prepare you of whatever could happen. Okay, don't be fooled by the markets. So let's go and cover the Ethereum chart. So Ethereum was doing much better than Bitcoin for the last days. For example, we saw Bitcoin was in range for the 8th and most of the 9th of August, but with Bitcoin, we saw all of these 2 days pump, like consecutively. It's actually today the day which Bitcoin is performing better overall than other cryptocurrencies. Ethereum is not doing really bad. It's actually benefiting as well from the pump that it was forecasting for the 10, as you can see right there in the box. So this chart was telling me that this day was going to be very good, potentially very good. Like I said, I'm only surprised why Bitcoin is spiking up so high, but for Ethereum, I was actually in play right there because it was to be expected. But again, corrections are coming, and especially they will start around the day of the 12th of August. So this could continue for more days, but this is a range of days where you're going to see corrections. Okay, no matter what. We already saw Bitcoin has the same days. Ethereum also has the same days. We're going to cover XRP in a minute, but you can already see two charts already showing corrections for these days. So be prepared, and again, don't get fooled by the markets, and especially don't get fooled by other people who are talking absolute nonsense. Okay, but we'll see some powerful days as well. I still think Ethereum will and other altcoins will keep performing better than Bitcoin, no matter what. Maybe not all altcoins, but again, the big ones will. But yeah, this is so far what we got for August. So stay tuned. Maybe tomorrow is going to be a range day again, possibly on all cryptos, on all markets, especially if there's this volatility in Bitcoin. I really believe we it's going to be very hard to see another very volatile day tomorrow. Okay, let's just say that. Finally, let's just finish with the XRP chart. Wait, this is not the XRP chart. This one is. So very, very interesting as well. XRP not really enjoying today, not really doing that good. We're basically in range right now, considering this is the initial position, this is the current position. It was actually looking like a correction a couple hours ago. So XRP, unlike Bitcoin, had a red circle for these 2 days, both yesterday and today. Okay, let's just go back very quickly, and you can see Ethereum was fully yellow and Bitcoin was fully also on yellow. Okay, so XRP was the only altcoin that had a full red for 9 and the 10. Both of these 2 days fully in red, except for the box, but at the same time, the 10 covered also by the red box. So, in terms of the circles, fully in red. And that's what can be explained by the poor performance of XRP compared to the other two cryptocurrencies I just covered. So very interesting. XRP very powerful pump on the 7th, okay, green day as the circle shows. Other days maybe more in range, the 8th for example, kind of in range. And for the next days, I believe some of these days will be mostly in range. I already talked about this. We got two massive yellow circles containing many days. Basically, put together, the two of them almost get 10 yellow days. So, in this case, for XRP only focus on the red boxes and the green boxes around these days. Okay, for example, green box around the 12th, so maybe XRP will outperform other cryptocurrencies on that day. Red boxes, red days 13 or 14, so expect corrections very much aligned to what we saw on Ethereum and Bitcoin. They both have this range of days in corrections, so it's almost inevitable to actually see strong corrections there. And more pumps around the 15 to 17. And again, I believe Ethereum also shows kind of the same, at least for the 15 only, maybe not the other days, they will underperform. And Bitcoin, let's just see back, let's just go back, and yeah, Bitcoin also has kind of mixed signals. So some cryptos will diverge within this range of days. But yeah, XRP, let's just go back to XRP. So XRP possibly mostly in range around these days. Again, just focus on the range of days which are in the boxes. Other days could be, I believe, fully ignored. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Again, a very surprising day for Bitcoin mostly. Not all of these cryptos, as you can see with XRP, are benefiting from today, but this could be a signal of maybe more extreme volatility for this month of August. It will maybe not be in range, uh, or maybe it will. It will just be a volatile range month. I don't know. I really cannot tell you much about that. But if you want that information, you can get that by writing to my email. Obviously, it's going to be paid predictions. It's not going to be free. But yeah, guys, that's all I have for you. Like, share, and subscribe. Follow my work. Follow my other social medias, whatever. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care.